I know.
I thought it was on like day 30.
All right, what is up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Hunted episode 5, Fight, Flight, or Freeze.
That's right, guys.
Plus we have,
go ahead.
Yeah, Chris and Paul talking about this. It was a pretty good episode, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's right, guys. This is Reality Room Podcast, and it was a good episode. As you can see, I got a haircut. So if I look like a completely different person, know that this is still the same guy.
It's actually his twin. Don't tell.
Yeah, it's actually my twin. But we have a pretty good relationship, so it's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna notice, except the hair. But I can explain that next week when it's long again. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode. And Chris actually made this live before I was ready, so I'm a little off the cuff here. But yeah, it was a good episode altogether. So you want to jump right into the teams?
Okay, so let's talk about the people who are still in it, and then we'll talk about the last group who got fucked over by
Taco Bell. I mean, Taco Bell, like, it ruins everything. Like 3 hours after Taco Bell, like you already know you made a big mistake. But this time, Taco Bell screwed them while eating.
I would have died laughing if they showed a Taco Bell commercial right after that.
Oh boy. Okay, so just some advice. Some advice before we get to any of the teams. If you're on the run, do not go to Taco Bell. Okay,
yeah,
I don't care. I don't care how hungry you are. I don't care how big that need is, that desire. Just no Taco Bell. Okay. All right. Let's jump into these teams before we make fun of Taco Bell more.
Let's go to Aarif and Immad. We're still back to them. It's 2 weeks now. They only have 2 more weeks left, correct? They have 2 more weeks left because they'll last for 20 days. So they're talking about the ATM machine, but unlike everyone else, they're actually being smart about it.
Oh my God, yeah. So they had some interesting planning when it comes to this ATM machine. So first off, they decide, okay, we'll be going on all these farms and stuff, but they decided they want a change of pace. So they needed to take some money out. And the way they did it, so this is how they planned it in their head. They were like, okay, so they were going to go boating across, and then the hunters would think they would go like they were driving down to that area, but they were actually taking a boat across a lake to get to an ATM, which is really, and they ended up and their plan was to take money out and then kayak back, I guess. So that's exactly what they fucking did. So it was kind of weird to actually see everything like go into motion so well. So what do you think about this whole kayaking across a lake thing?
I think it's extreme, but very necessary. I feel like it's like kind of the safest way because they can't really track it unless, foreshadowing, they have a fucking helicopter. Which, how the fuck they found out about the kayaking thing?
Okay, but here's how they found out about the kayaking thing. Our good buddy, I won't use his name this time, keeping you on check, who does watch our videos, or at least this specific one for Hunted. He was basically looking at their information that they were looking up on their iOS device, I believe, or their iCloud rather, or something along their lines, internet history, and one of them Googled, can you kayak across whatever lake they were kayaking across? So that kind of put it in their head, okay, well, maybe they'll be somewhere around that area. And then once the ATM was like lit up, that's when they figured, okay, so the ATM's lit up and they're right by the lake. There might be a connection there. In fact, there likely was. It was really, really genius on their part to be able to put all that together.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like it was very well planned out. Surprisingly, the stranger guy, just taking forever with the ice. I feel like that was just kind of like,
yeah, what up with the ice?
To make it really more dramatic.
What up with the ice?
Like the guy needed.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like the guy was taking forever with the ice, and they could have like maybe speeded him up a little bit, but they got away really, really well.
And we know he signed release forms because his face was shown. So what the hell? What up with the ice, man? What up with the ice? If you're watching, what up with the ice? I'm just kidding. I mean, everyone needs ice. So
So they successfully escaped from that, and we're on day 15. They're kayaking back. I forgot where they were going in the first place, but they're kayaking back, and there's a whole bunch of people within this area that they're in.
Well. First off, they stop at an they stop on an don't they stop on an island and like camp out for the night?
They do, yeah, but we're on
How do
day
you
15.
skip over there? They just stop on an island and they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess we're just staying here. And then like, I don't know, did they camp?
They did, yeah.
Oh my God. I saw them like skipping up the water and drinking it. I was like, is that clean? I hope it's clean.
Yeah. So they're on day 15, and now they're using the helicopter.
Yep.
The helicopter still can't find them. They find two other people on a kayak, but it's not them.
Of course, because that's how the show always does it. It's like, oh, there's two people kayaking. Wait.
No, it's not them.
Oh, man, it's not them. But you know what? They're probably on one of these islands somewhere. So let's just scout around and ask around. And so basically, they're kind of very, when they're on this island or wherever the hell they are, they're kind of very, they kind of notice their surroundings. They kind of get the feeling people are watching them. I mean, these are like, these two guys have like heavy beards at this point. It's been 2 weeks. And so they go into some hiding spot, or maybe that's where they were before.
What?
Do you know?
A hiding spot? They go in like a trailer. It looked like it was a trailer that they were going in.
Yeah, they went into something. I'm not 100% sure where they're located right now. But I guess that's their new spot.
Anyways, yeah, but they were in a trailer, and now I forgot which one. I think it was Immad. The
bigger one?
The bigger one, yeah. And then he decides to shave his head.
Yeah, which I thought was genius.
That was smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who cares if you have a bald head when you have $250,000?
Yeah, exactly. So like he had very noticeable hair. It was in a bun, long beard, and they saw his ATM. So unlike the first group that got caught, he changed his appearance after the ATM purchase, the ATM transaction, which is crucial in this game. I'd say it's probably one of the better moves that we've seen. Like even the smallest things can help you, like small things like that. I mean, hunters might say, "Oh, well, shaving won't help anyway because they have facial recognition systems." But still, if you have people just generally on the ground, like just scouting for these guys, like they could potentially walk by and them not notice if it's such a drastic change. Like his is a drastic change.
Yeah. So that's the end for them. So let's talk about David and Emily. We didn't really get too much this episode because I have a feeling they're just going to drag this out for like the entire season.
Yeah.
But It's only been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks. Day 14. Bizarre. I don't know where they are at this point, but where they're waiting. But it looks like they're waiting. David's waiting on like a chair.
They're waiting for Holly, their friend.
Yeah, they're waiting for Holly, who drives some red car. Some red car. And yes. And basically the hunters at this point, they're kind of like they're attempting.
They don't have any leaks. They talk about the book. They talk about David's book.
Yeah, they talk about the book, and they have Holly's contact information in there. But unfortunately for the hunters, Holly was just, I think they got to her too late because Holly was just a means to get to the next place.
Yeah.
So yeah, him and Emily, they basically they get into the car with Holly. They drive down, and they go to Holly's aunt's house, right? And
yeah.
And then what do they do then, Chris?
They borrowed. I think they borrowed their friend's car. Emily's friend's car. Like Emily's friend car.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they can't track them down. Very smart.
Yes.
Because how are they gonna connect the two dots together? They can't. Highly unlikely. It'll be very difficult and it'll take a long time.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good on their part, and yeah, they go to this rental place. They get the car, and I believe they said the guy who they bought, someone's boss, has like this cabin or log house or some sort of
something.
thing, some sort of thing out kind of out there that they could stay in for a couple of days. And that's basically where they are right now. They're at that location with this rental car. That Emily's friend. And we got to give Emily some credit here. I know we haven't, it's mostly been David, but Emily stepped it up this time, because if she didn't have that contact, where would they be right now?
Yeah, exactly.
They would probably still be at Holly's house, and they probably would have got caught because they have Holly's, because the hunters have Holly's information.
Right.
So good to know.
So let's talk about this new couple. I feel like this episode should just be called Day 14, because the 3 stories all have the same date.
Yeah, except for this one.
Except for this one. But like all the other ones are 2 weeks. But yeah, let's go to English and Stefan. They're a married couple. They're at a clubhouse and they're on the run.
Clubhouse?
Correct?
What do you mean clubhouse?
They started in like an amusement park, or not an amusement park, but they start somewhere.
Clubhouse. I don't know exactly where they started, but I know they told them they were on the run. They were with their kids at the time, so I don't know if clubhouse is the right word.
They talked about it though.
Wherever they were, it doesn't matter.
Wherever they were. Yeah.
I know they were at an ice cream place beforehand. That's all I know.
So we have a new team that's going. New team of hunters that we haven't seen yet. 2 females. And the first thing they do is they try to look for footage at this place that they were at with their kids. And they got the license plate of the car that they were in. But the good thing is English and Stefan were not stupid to take the car. And they just went on foot. So that's what they're doing.
Is it Stefan or Steven?
I think I have Stefan.
Is it spelled
Stephen?
Some people still say that's I don't know. Who knows? I have a friend who spells it like that who still says Steven. Sorry, but go ahead. Okay,
but anyways, yeah. So it's like thundering out, and they can't camp out. That was their plan, but now they can't camp out. So what do? They go around. They ask someone, "Hey, can we have a place to stay?" And they get this small. They stay at the small little building place that they can camp inside. It's really weird.
Yeah. So there was like a monsoon happening. I think they tried hitchhiking. I don't know if they were successful. Like we saw them put their thumbs up at first. I'm not sure if they were successful with that. But all we know is that they managed to get a few miles away. And this is when the rain was coming in. 50-mile-per-hour winds. Very, very tough weather conditions for any individual. And yeah, they end up in like this. Have any of you watched Dexter before? I don't know what this thing is actually called, but it kind of reminded me of that thing where Dexter was like a little kid where that murder happened. One of those things. Kind of
like a trailer, but not really.
It's like a place that you normally put
a storage room, like storage.
Yeah, it's a place you usually have storage stuff in. So yeah, one of those things, I think, something along those lines. But yeah, they asked a stranger, and a stranger was kind enough to help them out after. But they asked a lot of people.
Yeah.
Blanche always said, "I rely on the kindness of strangers," but it took a little while.
Mm-hmm. So that was pretty much it about them. We didn't really get too much on them. Whether they do good or not will depend on them. But I honestly think they have a good chance just because they're not using any vehicles, period.
I'll tell you what the hunters rated them. I actually watched the video on that. It was one of the ads on Survivor. So yeah, I saw the hunters grade them. They graded them a 5 out of 10. I think they predicted about 14-15 day mark.
Okay.
So that's when they predicted that they'll catch them. They said that they weren't too difficult and they think it'd just be a matter of time.
Yeah. So let's talk about our last team, the losing team, Thu and Sentra. So they are Tran?
The Tran team.
The Tran team, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last name.
Okay, so we ended off the last episode with them going to the friend's house, Rob's house, and they weren't there. They were on the move already, which was very good.
Yeah,
I really thought they were there.
No, we predicted last time they would get out.
I know, but like it's good that they weren't there. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, because that would be stupid.
Yeah, it's good that they weren't there. But unfortunately for them,
Rob mentions the coffee shop where the license plate was. So
the license
he kind of fucked him over with that. But yeah. So they go back to the license plate thing and they find out what the license plate is because they look at all the cameras and they get a read on it. And now they can track them, whatever that license plate is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And so let's go to them because they're on day 14 and they're like, yeah, we got this. Like halfway point, kumbaya, sweet.
Kumbaya.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what, Chris? You know what I'm feeling tonight?
Taco Bell.
Some Taco Bell. Yo, let's head out right now. Screw the video. Let's go. All right, I'm back. It's probably closed. But yeah, they go out and get some Taco Bell, basically. So that's their game plan. You know, they want to congratulate themselves on a job well done. They're kind of like camping beforehand. They're in like a tent like thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually said Rob was the weak link. It was Rob, right?
Yeah.
They actually say Rob is the weak link in their thing, and they're right because he's the one that basically got the hunters onto them. So they take a drive to Taco Bell, and they ask this guy, smart, they're watching the cameras, they ask this guy to get them food for them. They give him the money, the guy gets them the food, they take a picture with them.
What a fucking Canon T5.
Yeah, the fucking Canon T5.
Yeah. And the fucking Delta team finds out their license plate.
Green sticker.
And they fucking... With the sticker, they're fucking... Oh, they got with the sticker.
I'm gonna remove the sticker.
And they get caught. And they looked fucking, like, shocked. They're like, what? No way.
How? Like, how?
Yeah, like, they get caught and this whole thing. And, like...
They gotta find out it's Rob, and they're gonna get, like, bad.
I was just upset about that team though, because I feel like they could have done like a really good job. They just didn't go to Taco Bell.
I mean, they had their license plate, you know, like, so it was only a matter of time.
I know, but still, like, they should have took that in consideration. They were out there for a really long time.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but you know, they wanted Taco Bell, like,
and they also, if they didn't fucking sit and eat in a car and just drove back to where they were, they wouldn't have gotten caught, period.
That's a possibility.
They could have just, you know, fucking ate it to go. But no, they had to sit in the car, eat the Subway.
And at least would have taken a few more hours.
Yeah. But that was about it. That was the episode. I didn't see the preview for next episode, but
I never watched the preview. I don't want to be spoiled.
I don't think there's any more teams left, right? Just these four? These three?
Yep, just these four are left, and
no, these three. I'm sorry.
No,
am I missing it? Oh no, there's the other four. Team too.
Yeah.
It's four.
They didn't show them today. Helmar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we're coming down. I think there's gonna be like 2 more episodes left, maybe 3.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be some. There's so far at least one team has been caught every episode, so that's been pretty good. I don't know how many more episodes there are. I'm assuming there's going to be, like you said, at least 2 more. If they do it on a trend of 1 caught per episode, it would be 3 episodes, because I expect at least 1 will get it.
Yeah.
Because
I still have a feeling it's going to be David and Emiley.
Yeah, I have a good feeling with them. Also, it could be Helmar. So, you know, that's a shot. I hope I'm getting his name right.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility too. But yeah, that's what I think about that episode. And I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No, not really. I mean, I was overall impressed with some of the tactics that they came up with today. Like, I was very impressed. And I'm still very impressed with David and Emily's like connections. Like they go like all over these states. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I do like the shaving of the head thing. I just want to go back to that. I think that's crucial. I hope the other guy does it too. Because I want to see what they both look like completely shaven. That'd be so cool. I want David to do that too, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Taco Bell. Although I actually only had Taco Bell like once or twice in my life, so I can say fuck Taco Bell pretty objectively because I never had it, so I have no thing with it. What other thing impressed me today? Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right, that pretty much covers the episode, guys. That's it. You gonna wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap that up. Okay, so guys, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Look forward to tomorrow where we will be doing a Survivor Game Changers cast analysis.
Oh
so
my God,
I believe it's season 34. So please, it's going to be sometime before 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Before probably around 8ish.
I don't know. I have work that day, so you might have to do it, Nate.
That's fine. I mean, you haven't seen the seasons anyway.
Yeah.
I'm binge watching them all.
All right, I guess that's it. Until next time, guys.
Also watch Sequester 7.0 where Chris is on production, basically.
All right, see you guys.
SequesterAccess.com. Bye.